Welcome to the Pro Tennis Podcast live tennis show. It's March 5th, 2026, and we're talking Indian Wells. And man, what a life do I have? What a life do I have that I get to talk tennis every day. Wow. Got my pro staff here, 95. One of the greatest rackets of all time. I might just play with that racket for the rest of my life. But yeah, it's a Pro Tennis Podcast. We're talking tennis. You can hit me up in the chat. Let me get my hat on. Forgot my hat. You can hit me up in the chat. You can call me on Instagram. Pro Tennis Podcast. Let's get it started. Let's see here. Let's go to the ATP. Let's go to the Indian Wells website here. So I watched a little bit yesterday. Who did I watch? I watched Opelka. Versus Quinn. Man, so much to talk about. Now it's coming back to me. I don't know if this was advertised, but did you know that Opelka was hitting 145 miles per hour serves? I want to see if this is advertised. He was hitting. This is the thing about Opelka when you watch him like practice and stuff. He'll like lay in serves. He won't do what he's really capable of doing. I mean, this guy can hit 150 miles per hour serves at will on the regular. Why would you do that? Why would you do that all the time? You're gonna hurt yourself. He knows what he can do. This guy Opelka is so good. Let's see here, draws. Opelka is freaking amazing. And the thing is, Quinn was standing like a foot from the baseline, returning 145 miles per hour serves. It makes you wonder. It makes you think. It makes me think. I hope it makes you think about how this whole thing works. Different courts, different conditions. Yeah, he was getting it back. He was getting 145 miles per hour back. So I'm not saying it's not good to hit fast, to hit really hard serves, but does it really matter? What's the difference between 130 and 145? It's a whole video I'm gonna make. About how the 95 square inch head is better than 100 square inch, and most people should be using that. I'll be making a video on there's no difference between 120 and 130. There's no difference between 110 and 130. But anyway, that's for another video. Let's get back to the tour. Let's go down here and see what we got. Like I said, Opelka defeated Quinn, keeping Quinn at bay. You know, if you win a first round in one of these tournaments, you're basically in the top 100. You solidify your position in the top 100 just with a first round win. That's another video. So today it looks like we got Sinner and Cersina. Today or tomorrow. Shapovalov defeats Tsitsipas. Tough matchup there, first round for both players to get a Tsitsipas, a Shapovalov. Shapovalov comes out in a standard 3-set win. He's going to play Echeverry. Zizou Bergs defeats Struff. Struff is one of those guys that I just wish would just dominate and just destroy a guy like Alcaraz or Sinner. This would be a fantasy. This is a fantasy. This is one of my fantasies, to have a Struff come out and destroy Alcaraz in front of everyone at the U.S. Open. That's what I want to see it before. That's on my bucket list for things to see on the ATP Tour. It's never going to happen, but I would love it. Fonseca defeats Collignon. Who the hell is Collignon? Fonseca gets a bye. He basically gets a bye. And he's going to play Kachanov. What happened to Fonseca? Where's all the hype? What happened to him? Still waiting. Mensik gets a bye. Got Garone played Navone in a standard 3-set match. Here's the thing. Why is Giron so good at tennis? How did this college guy sneak in? How did he sneak in and be a top 100 mainstay? Have you ever seen him? You ever seen him up close? He's a beast. He's huge. The guy's huge. I'm gonna be like a broken record on this. Weight and height, particularly weight, is so overlooked in professional tennis. The guy's huge. Speaking of being huge and weight, Tiny ass Vita defeats Chilich. Wow. Svita, that's impressive. He gets a wild card. He's in the top 100. As I said, you get a win. You get a win at one of these tournaments. You're solidifying your position in the top 100. That's what Svita's doing. And he's going to play Fakina. He's going to play Fakina in the second round. I mean, that's a huge win for someone like Svita. I mean, if that's not a rich kid, if that's not an example of a rich kid getting all the time in the world to figure it out, all the time in the world to take your time and be a baseline back and forth, just sit back there and enjoy your life. Man, that's the example right there. If you know, you know. If you don't, we're just gonna move on. And this is a call-in show. If you guys want to call in, like I said, I've been itching for a fight. So don't be afraid to get in the chat. If you know me, and you're watching this right now, you better show up in the chat. I know you people, you tell me you're watching me, you don't say anything. Tien gets a bye. See, the buys are solidified in the top 100. Tien is going to play the winner play Walton. Walton defeated Hallis. Big guy, hard hitting matchup. Walton defeats Hallis. I didn't watch that. Opelka defeated Quinn. It was a second set tiebreaker. I did watch that. Like I was saying, Opelka's like the greatest. He's like totally underrated. Like as a complete tennis player, one of the greatest tennis players of all time. Just saying it. Riley Opelka, one of the greatest tennis players of all time. I don't care what his record is. That's what he is as a tennis player. This is a real tennis player show, by the way. This is what real tennis players talk about. Rosebud. I don't know you, Rosebud. I thought but I guess I'm talking about real life. Rosebud won. I've been on a tear this morning. I can barely see. Who's your favorite player? Drop your favorite player in the chat. Let's talk about it. Speaking of favorite players, everyone loves Ben Shelton. Ben Shelton's going to play Opelka in the second round. Man, I would love to see Opelka just smash Ben Shelton. That's another one. I would love to see Opelka just smash everyone. And then I could just fight people in the fact that it's not because he's just a big guy. It's because he's freaking amazing. Zverev. Okay, we got Berrettini defeated Manarino. Damn, that sucks. I got my favorites. I'm not ashamed to talk about my favorites. Manarino is one of my favorites. It's not just because I look like him. But Berrettini, beastly Berrettini. I mean, a guy like Berrettini always has a shot to win because he's a beast. See, it's like then you got it's like, okay, well, Opelka's a beast. I don't really like the beastly guys. But see, Opelka's are actually good. Opelka's actually an amazing tennis player all around. Berrettini, I don't know, man. I think he's just a big dude. Can you be not that good at tennis and be in the top 100? I mean, not really, but like from a tennis enthusiast standpoint, maybe. See, when I think of a really good tennis player, I think of an all-arounder. And that's what Opelka is. He's an all-arounder. I don't think Berrettini is an all-arounder. I mean, in reality. Can he do everything? Sure. Is he when he's playing in competition, is he gonna do everything? Probably not. Ugo Garabelli defeats damn. Can I say that? Can I say that and get away with it? Damn, wild card. Damn, gets a wild card. Fucking damn. Fucking damn. Loses as he should as a wild card. What's his ranking? Let me see what his ranking is. Ugo Garabelli defeats Damn, plays Nakashima. Brooksby defeats Poprin. I'm just liking Brooksby. The fact that he's like semi-autistic, I like him even more. I like special needs people. I'll be on that train. The special needs guy. The special needs guy that just destroys the normal people. I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm like anti-normal. I'm anti-normal as a tennis fan. Kesmanovic defeats Altmaier, who retires. Altmaier plays way too hard. Way too hard. Way too much of a brute. I mean, he's huge too. I got him on I was filming him. I got film of him on the channel. He's huge too in person. Like, but still, he's not that much of a brute. I mean, got that one-handed. He kind of has the one-hander. He falls into the trap that I fell into with a one-hander back in the day. Like trying to hit these big one-handed backhands and don't do shit. And that's what he kind of reminds me of. And then a guy like Kesmanovic just chops him up. Because Kesmanovic is like totally cerebral. Doesn't do anything big. And he still just chops people up. He's gonna play Kaboli. Who do I want to look up? I want to look up Damn and see what his ranking. Monfils comes back. He was down. I think he was down a break in the beginning, and he defeats Galarnu. Poor Galarnu. This kid used to be on YouTube. There's a video of this Galarnu guy on YouTube when he was a kid hitting like perfect forehands and fast. The kid was like fast as hell, man. He was like a little Mighty Mouse. Look at him now, struggling to get out of the challengers. Maybe if they just gave Galarnu wild cards. I mean, he did come through with the qualifiers, but maybe if they gave him wild cards like they do Jodar, maybe he would make it, you know? All you Jodar fans out there, this guy gets every wild card. He's the wild card king. Maybe if Galarnu from Canada got the wild cards, maybe he'd be in the top 100 too. Maybe he'd be a superstar if all he did was get wild cards all day. But anyway, Prismic defeats Schoolkate. Prismic versus Phils. Prismic coming through the qualifiers. Cheers to Prismic coming through the qualifiers. He's a hard-hitting guy. I'm not really a fan of his. But, you know, if he keeps doing that, if he keeps coming through the qualifiers in these big tournaments, and then he defeats Phils in the next round, I might think otherwise. I'm a big fan of the guys that come through qualifiers. I don't think people realize how more difficult their road is than these guys that are getting buys, like Fritz. And you could say they earned it, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I understand all that. But Fritz has to play the winner of the Zoomer and Fernley. I mean, come on. And it's like, you got that, and then you get into round 3. You're like, you get into round 3? What is that? You're solidifying. If you're in round 3 of these big tournaments, you're solidifying your position in the top 50. Think about that. There's only 32 players left. That's what that's doing. If you're consistently getting into the third round in all the majors and the 1000s, you're solidifying your position in the top 50. Nothing else matters. And that's why the guys that earn their position, they have this privilege, so to speak. They don't have to win as much. That's about it. I think Jodar is going to play Tabilo today. Look at this crazy luck. Crazy luck for this Jodar guy. I don't know if it's the universe. I don't know what it is. Jodar's going to play Tabilo. He gets his wild card. He's the king of wild cards. And he's got to play Medvedev in the second round. And where's Medvedev? Stuck in Dubai. That would be crazy if Medvedev doesn't get out of Dubai and Jodar gets a wild card. Do you realize, based on what I'm just saying, I'm not a wild card, but a bye. Jodar wins as a wild card match. Then he plays Medvedev, which is a walkover. He's in round 3, and he solidifies his position in the top 50, not the top 100. They're giving him, it's like they're giving him. It's crazy, man. They're giving him the top 100, and now they're going to give him the top. Now the universe is going to give him the top 50. Man, I got to calm down. I got to calm down. They need to put me on the tennis channel to talk about this shit. So that's the ATP. That's what's going on. That's what happened. I don't know who's playing today. Sometimes they skip a day in the second rounds on the third day. Let's go to WTA. Let's go to WTA. If you're watching and you missed the ATP, go back. I just slayed that first 15 minutes. Is that what the kids say? Slayed. I slayed it. Where's the women's? I love how they're changing the terminology. The WTA, the 1,000. The 1,000, keep it simple. 1,000, 500, 250, 125. Don't even call it Challenger. Just 125. Challenger, 75. ATP, 100. Let's keep it simple. Because it separates them like they're not as good. You know, Challenger. He's a challenger. He's not a real pro. No one's a real pro. Who's a real pro? It's a ranking system. It's a game. It's a made-up game. Where the hell is the women at? Make these websites easier to navigate. Scores, draws. Defending champs do dinner together. Who cares? Americans out in force on Thursday. Speaking of out in force, man, the video coverage, the layperson photographers are out in force for this one. Here we go. Williams is playing today. The layperson photographers are out in force. Man, they are everywhere. You can see all kinds of videos of players doing nothing but hitting balls. And man, did I watch this shit when I was younger? I probably did. Where's the freaking women's draw? Oh, there it is. There it is. Sake Tsume. I got her on the channel. I saw her playing up close. You see Sake Tsume and Karumi Nari. I met her that day. She's a Karumi Nara. She's such a, you know what I gathered from her? She's like a celebrity. She's trying to regain the fame. She wants to get back on top through, what's that word? When you try to get fame through someone else. Anyway, Sake Tsume is like 5'0", and she defeats Alicia Parks. Alicia Parks gets a wild card. See, Sake Tsume was a qualifier. Good for her. She's going to play Sabalenka. No chance of beating Sabalenka. Absolutely no chance. No wonder she was celebrating like she just won the Super Bowl. She's got no chance. That's a shame. I'd love to see it, but it's not going to happen. Janice Jen loses to Christian. Janice Jen, got her on the channel too. She kind of plays like a man. No offense, but she plays like a man. She hits pretty hard. She hits pretty hard considering how much topspin she plays. She's got a slice backhand. Maya Joint, nothing special. Another one of those players should give you all the confidence in the world as a viewer. Nothing special. Average normal person on tour. Love it. Love it. She's going to play Christian. Jovic is going to play Osorio, who plays Stevens, who gets a wild card. Where's Stevens at? See, the thing about these wild cards, like, I want to watch Sloane Stevens. I do. I do. But when you give them wild cards and they haven't played for a while, it's like a gimme for these other players because these are just superstars. Like Venus, they're just showing up for something to do. Sloane Stevens got nothing better to do. She got nothing better to do to show up. She's ranked 780. So I don't really know what the answer is. I don't know what, I mean, people say, like, a little side note here, people talk about the tickets and all this. There's people are still going to buy tickets. I mean, I don't even know how much ticket sales goes into this. Isn't it mostly sponsors? Let's take a look at her matches. She played the Australian Open. Okay. All right. She played the Australian Open. So, I mean, look at this. Like, the last time she played an official tour match was almost 2 months ago. Almost 2 months ago. She didn't make it through qualifiers. See, the thing is, they should be, if they really want to, I mean, I understand Venus, but like they should be playing low-level tournaments too. Just for fun, man. If they really love tennis, it's like, I don't know. They're protecting their body. Anyway, Katie McNally loses. Hyped up Katie McNally. I got some stories about Katie McNally. I just don't want to waste my energy. I'm already wasting my energy because I don't know who's watching this. There's just not enough people watching it. She loses to Kasantseva. Burrell defeats Sekamateva. Sonmez defeats Kessler 6-0 in the second. Raducanu Zakharova is a second round match. Absolute banger. Man, I'd love to be there for that. I'm watching that. That's going to be like tomorrow. Zakharova Raducanu. Write that one down. Cat fight. Absolute cat fight. Rakimova Goff. Banger. Rakimova comes through qualifiers, defeats a wild card, Andreescu. Yastremska defeats Zhang. Cirstea defeats Maria. Monero defeats Maya. Running through these. Gibson defeats Lee. Putin-Sava defeats Badosa. I watched that one. Badosa looks like trash. Badosa's like, Badosa is like she's a celebrity pro. She's a celebrity pro. She does what everyone wants to see her do. She like focuses on her technique. She wants to just hit you off the court. She's all or nothing. It is what it is. It's fine. It's what they have to do. But that's like, I think that's what she has to do to win. She just didn't do it very well. Where you have the opposite, Putin-Sava plays a little bit defense, plays a little bit loopy at times, a little bit crafty. And on these slower courts, it works. It worked. I shouldn't say it works, but it worked. We could say it worked. And she defeated Badosa. Miss Putin-Sava is going to play Townsend. Townsend's a little bit more crafty. It's going to be an interesting one. Potapova comes back and defeats Stakusik. I don't even know how Potapova does it. I really don't. Other than she's just a slapper. She's tall. She's a slapper. She probably has a killer instinct. Don't underestimate the tall women with killer instincts that can slap a tennis ball. That's about it. Is that all we got? Tara Rudy from Indonesia is going to play Kartal. Winnable match. And she'll play Navarro. I'm losing it. I can't go any further. I can't go any further for just one person. This video will probably go like 10 views. I guess I love the hustle, you know? I love the hustle. That's about it. That's it, folks. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll wrap this up tomorrow. We'll wrap up tomorrow, all these matches. Play some tennis out there.